Welcome back to Super Rare Coins. Today we're going to look at the top 3 rare coins that could be worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Make sure you watch until the end, because one of these coins might already be in your collection. Let's get started. Top 1. The United States Wheat Penny from 1952 with no mint mark is one of those fascinating coins that many people overlook. Even in circulated condition with scratches and wear, certain rare examples have surprised collectors with extremely high auction prices. The 1952 Wheat Penny is part of the famous Lincoln Wheat Cent series that was minted from 1909 to 1958. These coins feature the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, a design created by Victor David Brenner. On the back of the coin, you can see 2 wheat stalks surrounding the words 1 cent and United States of America. Because of this design, collectors often call it the Wheat Penny. In 1952, millions of these pennies were produced by the United States Mint. Most of them were struck in Philadelphia, which means they carry no mint mark under the date. Other coins were produced in Denver and San Francisco and carry the small d or s mint marks. The version without a mint mark is the Philadelphia issue, and while many were produced, some rare varieties and unusual high-quality examples have become extremely valuable over time. The coin we are talking about today is the 1952 Wheat Penny with a large date and no mint mark, found in circulated condition. Circulated means the coin has been used in everyday transactions for many years. Because of this, the surface may show scratches, small marks, and general wear. A fine condition coin still has visible details on Lincoln's portrait and the wheat ears on the reverse side, but the surfaces are not perfect. Normally, a common circulated 1952 penny is only worth a few cents. However, certain rare varieties, minting anomalies, or exceptionally preserved examples have attracted massive attention from collectors. Sometimes coins that appear ordinary at first glance turn out to have unique characteristics, such as unusual die varieties, strike differences, or historical significance that make them extremely desirable. In recent years, collectors and investors have become more interested in rare Lincoln Wheat pennies. The demand has increased significantly, especially through online auctions and international coin markets. Because of this growing interest, some rare 1952 wheat pennies with special characteristics have been reported to reach astonishing prices. One example that caught the attention of collectors reportedly reached an auction value close to $110,000. This kind of price may sound shocking for a small copper penny, but in the world of coin collecting, rarity, collector demand, and historical importance can dramatically increase a coin's value. When 2 or more serious collectors compete for the same rare coin in an auction, the final price can rise far beyond expectations. Another reason these coins can become valuable is the strong popularity of the Lincoln Wheat Cent series. Millions of people collect these coins because they represent an important part of American history. The design honoring Abraham Lincoln was the first time a real historical figure appeared on a regular United States coin, making the series very significant. Collectors often search through old coin jars, bankrolls, and inherited collections hoping to find rare wheat pennies. Even coins that appear worn or scratched should not be ignored. Small details such as the size of the date, the sharpness of the lettering, or unusual minting features can sometimes reveal a hidden rarity. If you ever find a 1952 wheat penny with no mint mark, it is always a good idea to examine it carefully. Look closely at the date, the condition of Lincoln's portrait, and the wheat stalks on the reverse side. Even if the coin has scratches or signs of circulation, it could still attract attention from collectors depending on its characteristics. Coin experts usually recommend that potentially valuable coins be authenticated and graded by professional grading services. These experts carefully examine the coin's authenticity, condition, and rarity. Once certified, the coin becomes much easier to sell in auctions or to serious collectors. Top 2. The United States Buffalo 5 cents coin from 1926 with no mint mark. Even in circulated condition with scratches and signs of age, certain rare examples have reached astonishing values in today's auction market. The Buffalo nickel, also known as the Indian head nickel, is one of the most famous coins ever produced in the United States. This beautiful coin was designed by the American sculptor James Earl Fraser and was minted from 1913 to 1938. The front of the coin features the strong and detailed portrait of a Native American chief. Fraser created this design by combining features from several Native American leaders he admired. On the back of the coin, there is the powerful image of an American buffalo standing proudly on a raised mound. Because of this design, collectors around the world simply call it the Buffalo nickel. In 1926, the United States Mint produced Buffalo nickels at different mint facilities. Coins struck in Philadelphia carry no mint mark, while coins made in Denver and San Francisco include small d or s mint marks. The 1926 Buffalo nickel with no mint mark was produced in Philadelphia, and millions of them entered circulation across the country. For many years, these coins were used in everyday transactions, passing through the hands of shopkeepers, travelers, and families during the early 20th century. Because these coins were heavily used, most surviving examples today show strong signs of wear. The high points of the design, especially the buffalo's horn and the Native American's hair details, often fade quickly after years of circulation. Many coins also develop scratches, marks, and discoloration from constant handling. Some coins even develop a rusty or dark surface appearance because of environmental exposure over decades. This is why finding a Buffalo nickel in fine condition today is already exciting for collectors. The example we are talking about today is a 1926 Buffalo nickel with a large date and no mint mark that has circulated for many years. The coin shows visible scratches, surface wear, and a slightly rough or rusty texture. Despite these flaws, important design details are still visible, which places the coin in what collectors describe as fine condition. In this state, the date is readable, the outline of the Native American portrait remains visible, and the buffalo design can still be clearly identified. Normally, a circulated Buffalo nickel from 1926 may only sell for a small amount depending on its condition. However, coin collecting is full of surprises. Certain coins become extremely valuable because of rarity, unique die varieties, strong collector demand, or unusual minting characteristics. Sometimes a coin that appears ordinary may actually be part of a rare production batch, or may have a special feature that collectors are searching for. Over the years, rare Buffalo nickels have become some of the most desirable coins in American numismatics. The design itself is considered one of the most artistic in United States coin history, and many collectors try to complete full sets of Buffalo nickels from every year and mint. Because of this strong demand, coins with unusual features or historical significance can bring impressive prices at auction. In recent auction reports and collector discussions, certain rare examples of the 1926 Buffalo nickel with no mint mark have drawn incredible attention. Some high-value pieces connected to special die characteristics or exceptional collector demand have been reported to approach auction values around $150,000. While not every 1926 nickel will reach such a price, stories like this demonstrate how powerful the collector market can be. The possibility of discovering a valuable coin keeps collectors constantly searching through old collections, coin jars, flea markets, and estate sales. Buffalo nickels are especially popular to search for because they circulated widely during the early 20th century. Many of these coins still appear in old family coin collections that have been stored away for decades. If you ever come across a 1926 Buffalo nickel with no mint mark, it is worth taking a closer look at it. Even if the coin appears worn, scratched, or slightly rusty, it may still hold collector interest. Examining the date, the clarity of the buffalo image, and the overall detail of the design can help determine whether the coin might be special. Collectors often recommend that potentially valuable coins be examined by professional coin grading services. These experts authenticate the coin, evaluate its condition, and assign an official grade. Once certified, the coin becomes much easier to sell through auctions or private collectors, and its true market value can be determined. Top 3. The United States 5-cent coin from 1964 with no mint mark. Even in circulated and very fine condition with visible scratches, some rare examples have shocked collectors with extremely high auction values. The 1964 5-cent coin belongs to the famous Jefferson nickel series. This coin design has been part of American currency since 1938. The front of the coin features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the author of the Declaration of Independence. The portrait faces left and shows Jefferson with detailed hair and facial features that give the coin a classic and recognizable appearance. On the reverse side of the coin, the design shows Jefferson's historic home, Monticello. The building is displayed in a clean architectural style, with the word Monticello written beneath it. Above the building appear the words E pluribus unum, and along the bottom you will find the words 5 cents and United States of America. This elegant and balanced design helped make the Jefferson nickel one of the most familiar coins in everyday American circulation. In 1964, the United States Mint produced an enormous number of nickels because the country was experiencing a coin shortage during that time. Millions upon millions of nickels were struck in Philadelphia and Denver to keep up with demand. The coins made in Philadelphia carry no mint mark, while the coins from Denver have a small d mint mark next to Monticello on the reverse side. Because of this, the 1964 nickel with no mint mark represents the Philadelphia issue. Since so many of these coins were produced, most people assume they are very common and not worth much more than face value. In most cases, that assumption is correct. However, coin collecting is full of unexpected discoveries. Some coins from large production years can become extremely valuable if they contain rare die varieties, unusual minting characteristics, or exceptional historical interest. The example being discussed today is a 1964 Jefferson nickel with a large date and no mint mark that has been in circulation for many years. The coin shows normal wear from handling, along with small scratches and marks on the surface. Despite these signs of use, the coin is still considered to be in very fine condition. In this grade, many details of Jefferson's portrait remain clear, including the outline of his hair and facial profile. On the reverse side, the Monticello building is still well defined, and most of the lettering remains sharp and readable. Collectors often look closely at coins like this, because small details can sometimes reveal something unusual. Differences in the date size, striking pressure, die alignment, or other minting characteristics can make certain coins far more desirable than ordinary examples. When collectors discover a rare variety, demand can increase quickly, especially if only a few examples are known to exist. Over the years, interest in rare Jefferson nickels has grown steadily. While many people focus on older coins like the Buffalo nickel or the wheat penny, experienced collectors know that modern coins can also hide surprising rarities. Because of this, coins from the 1960s have started receiving more attention in auctions and private collections. In recent years, stories about rare 1964 Jefferson nickels have circulated widely among collectors and online coin communities. Certain rare varieties or exceptional examples have reportedly reached astonishing prices at major auctions. In some cases, a rare 1964 nickel with unique characteristics has been associated with auction values reaching close to $170,000. Prices at this level usually occur when a coin is extremely rare, certified by professional grading services, and desired by serious collectors competing during an auction. What makes stories like this so exciting is the idea that a valuable coin could still be hiding in ordinary places. Many collectors search through old jars of coins, inherited collections, flea markets, and bank rolls, hoping to discover a rare nickel. Since the 1964 Jefferson nickel circulated widely across the United States, it is possible that some unusual varieties may still exist in old collections that have not yet been carefully examined. If you ever find a 1964 5-cent coin with no mint mark, it can be worth taking a closer look. Pay attention to the size and shape of the date, the clarity of Jefferson's portrait, and the details of the Monticello building. Even if the coin shows scratches or signs of circulation, certain features might still attract interest from collectors. Experts usually recommend having potentially valuable coins examined by professional coin grading services. These specialists authenticate the coin, evaluate its condition, and determine whether it belongs to a rare variety. Once certified, a coin becomes much easier to sell through auctions or collector markets. Coin collecting remains one of the most fascinating hobbies in the world because it combines history, art, and the thrill of discovery. A coin that once passed through countless hands during everyday transactions could now be worth an extraordinary amount of money.